Hello and welcome to another video review from TouchGaming.org. Today we'll be reviewing Imangi, which is a variation on the classic word games for the iPhone and iPod Touch. It's available for $3.99 in the application store. There are 5 menu options: new game, high scores, instructions, as well as the options and the info button. Options, there's online profile, you can change that to your liking. Word list, there are multiple languages you can play with. That's quite a nice feature for a word game since most are only based in English. I'll leave it on English though. You can also turn off the game sounds and enable or disable the pop-up instructions. Next is the info, and it shows you copyright information as well as the credits, as well as translations. And in the high scores, there's local and global, so you can also log online and see worldwide scores, but this is just the local high scores. For instructions, it has these page-long instructions for each of the game modes. There's standard mode, speed mode, as well as the various challenges such as daily challenge and friend challenge, and also explains how the game is scored. So we'll start the game now. There are 4 game modes. Standard, which is where you try to make words in one big grid and try to find as many words as you can before you submit it, and you try to get a very high score. In speed, it's the same idea except you have a 3-minute time limit, so you just try to get as many words as you can. You don't have to actually submit it. In daily challenge, every day the developers of Imangi release a new grid that everybody can play, and what you try to do is get the highest score for that grid. It's in standard gameplay mode, and every time you submit your high score, it'll show you what the high score is right now and who has it. For the friend challenge, that's also cool because you can challenge your friend to a grid that you've played in standard mode, and once they enter the little code that you get once you finish standard mode, they can also play the exact same grid. So you can see who is better at the game or at that grid in particular. So we'll start with the standard mode. All the other modes were introduced with the 2.0 update, which is available on the App Store now. So those really added some value to the game. There are 4 difficulty modes here: beginner, intermediate, advanced, and expert. We'll just start on beginner. And you get points for making lots of words, but what you want to try to do is eliminate all these red circled words. Those give you bonus scores, and if you get rid of them all, you'll get an extra bonus score. So what you do is you can adjust the rows and columns by just dragging them. And what's interesting is that you try to create as many words as you can in this grid, and then you submit it. So you only get one chance to submit. So you have to make as many words as you can through the grid. So what that does is it really enables you to have a lot of fun with the game, because if you make rag here, which is a correct word as you can see because it turns green, if you decide to change something here to make something up here a word, like if you say or pretend that's a word, but now rag is no longer available because the A has moved positions. So what's interesting is that you can create pretty much any word you want to start with, since you can just adjust it like this and move them over, move the X here, maybe get a U over here. But once you do that, you have to find words within other groupings, because otherwise it'll move. If the words are connected, then it'll work together, but if they're not, then it won't count. As you can see here, so you can create a new word with this. So maybe like I don't know. Well, as you can see, I'm not very good at this game yet. It really opens up a new thought process for word games, since you have to think in a different way. Since you can adjust horizontally, vertically, and you can create many words as one. It's like Boggle, but with a lot more features, since you can spin up and down, and you can create more categories, as well as the fact that you don't submit one word at a time, you submit the entire grid. So let's say you had a lot of words like this, and you were filled up and you're ready to submit. What you would do is you double tap any green word, and then you submit it. And then it shows you your score. So you can see it's deleting everything that's not a word. And you get negative points for things that were unused or wrong. As you can see, I got a negative score, so it doesn't go in the high scores. But now you can play again or return to main menu. So you get the idea for basic gameplay. Now we'll do speed mode. This is more to my liking, since it's a lot more like Boggle, but easier, since you can slide them left and right. It makes it a lot more fun. You have a 3-minute time limit though, so you have to hurry. There's a little timer right there in seconds. So for this mode, you don't actually submit the entire grade, you just submit each word. Although you could do them all if you wanted. As you can see there's P, or I guess it's not a word. I guess it has to be horizontally oriented. You can see reset those 3 blocks. When you use the red circled blocks, then they'll reset and more will be added. So you want to try to use those a lot so you get extra points. Het. There we go. There's 4 now. We got a big bonus. So why don't we try maybe set. There we go. Oops. You can see the controls are pretty intuitive. Sometimes you might reset a word as it just did there by tapping it, so you want to double tap it quickly. But the control scheme is nice, considering all the new features that are available in this game type. So we get the S over there, we do say, and more red blocks are being added. And the game continues on, 99 more seconds, but we'll end it short. This game was a lot of fun. It's very hectic, although you're not really aware of the time limit until it actually ends, unless you're actually watching the clock. So probably want to keep your eye on that. And what's interesting about Imangi is that it gives you the option to save a screenshot instead of having to take it manually. So you can pause the game, or in this case it'll keep going, but normally you can pause the game and just click save screenshot and it'll take a screenshot for you. You can also start a new game directly from this menu, as well as you can quit and return to the game. So we'll quit this game, and we'll go into daily challenge. So today's grid is a Friday grid, so it's relatively difficult. As you can see here, it starts out by telling you the top score and who has it. Roger is in the lead with the board scoring 46,200 points. So what you want to try to do is get better than that, and then your name will be up there until someone beats you if they do. So this is the same as standard mode. You're going to try to create as many words as you can, get a really big combo, and submit the board. We'll just do one word since it will take a long time, and just submit it, and that will be all your scores. As you can see here, we're going to get lots of negative points for all these red blocks. Now if we had gotten all of those, we would have had a massive bonus, but we don't have enough time for that on this video. Negative 5,000, impressive. So now we'll go to the friend challenge. We can't actually do right now because we don't have any challenge codes, but what you can do is when you finish a standard game, why don't we just try one right now. If you finish a standard game, you'll be given a code which you can email to your friend. It'll give you an option to email your code. So we'll try, what do we do? Pass. Oh, it's backwards. Okay, so we line pass up. Oops. Well, we can just do that. Actually, we'll probably get a negative score, so why don't we try some more? Why don't we get Dane? Why don't we move this over a little bit? I guess it's not a word, but anyways, we'll just submit it like this. Hopefully we won't go negative. And there we go. Clears all the boards except for the red circle pieces in this case. Oh, negative. We'll try one more time. Actually, time's running out, but it's very nice. The new game modes are very nice. They really add to the value of the game. So $3.99 is a great price to pay for this application. With these 4 different game modes, as well as the daily updated daily challenge, you have a lot of fun. Online high scores and local high scores make this game great. It has a nice clean interface. I wish there was music, but there are nice little blipping sound effects when you select blocks. Thanks for watching. This is a video review from TouchGaming.org.